Good evening, YouTubers. Hello, welcome to Duane's CB channel. Now, today I received a nice radio, a T800 or 1000 or whatever, 100, sorry. And apparently that some people have already reviewed this particular radio, and it's got good reviews and good marks. So I thought I'd try it myself and trying to plug it on YouTube. And yes, it's a Thunderpole T800 80 channel FM and AM radio with LED signal meter. Signal meter is good, it works well with the RF gain and squelch, and also up and down and all the rest of it. Most people are already familiar with the actual radio. It's quite small. It's the size of your hand, well, a bit smaller than that, the size of your hand. And this is the box that it comes in with. It's got a bit battered in the post, by the way, so whoever Royal Mail sent it to me, and it's got all the features, the brackets and the microphone and all the rest of it there. And it's a 2023 model, which is a little bit better than the older one, which I've got two of. So should we have a listen and see what it sounds like in audio quality? I'm using an extension speaker, so it sounds alright, but I've got the radio sitting here, as you can see there, as you can see there. Should I turn it around a bit so you can see it a bit better? There you go. And there's people talking on there already. You get a nice heavy duty microphone, which I quite like, better than the old ones. I'll just have a listen around. This is on channel 31 on the UK band. It's quite lively on channel 31, so if you are in the North East Essex area, you'll be able to copy all of our lovely people in Essex and Frinton and Walton and the surrounding areas. Right, let's just see who's on there. Got the squelch on the RF gain. The RF gain does something. Yeah, it turns down the lights.
No, he's not lurking on the side. Have a word with old Duane. Might get both Duane to speak at his phone.
Hey, what? What? Have I missed something?
We haven't missed something. Have a word with Chris. Tell him what Mark has been saying about Gary and Chris.
Yeah, well, I say afterwards. Hello, Chris.
Hello, hello. How the devil are you?
The devil's fine, actually. It's fine. How do I sound, by the way, compared to last night? I was using the Superstar 6900, and now I'm on the Thunderpole T800. Well, quite small. And yeah, how do I sound, Chris?
Alright, sounds fine. Yeah, doesn't sound offensive. I'm getting a bit of a noise on here tonight. Whether it remains when I go down to the shed will be seen, but I've got a bit of a background noise on here tonight, which is unusual at this time. That's usually late it gets me. But yeah, not quite as sophisticated modulation as the CRT, but not bad.
Apparently this particular radio, Chris, you don't need a screwdriver at it anymore. They actually preset the proper standards, you know, proper modulation, power and all the rest of it. It's all done by electric chip or something. There's a chip inside and it's all done on the chip, programmed in. Just a matter of finding out how to get into the hidden menus so you can do fine adjustments on the actual radio.
I was going to say it's unusual because quite often with either very old radios from the 80s or a lot of these modern out of sort of China radios, the deviation, as you just pointed out, the deviation is always set low. Either somebody in the factory has been given a heads up, or the suppliers in the UK are opening up and having a tweak, because you can tell with that the modulation is running about as much as that rig probably wants to run at, which is good. It's with the loudness wars that have taken place over the past few years on air, from the way how quiet radios were back in the day. People seem to have forgotten how quiet they were in the 80s in comparison to what they are now. And it's up to modern, certainly the audio level is up to modern radio standards, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the older version, I think the older one was 2019, the earlier version, which I've got on the, well, I've got two of them actually. Mind you, I sold one to Paul in, was it Paul? No, I can't remember. What's his Michael? I can't remember. I sold a Thunderpole T800, the older style radio, but this one's the new one which I got today, and it seems to be performing quite nicely. Your audio's coming through nice, and it's not as noisy as I expect it to be, because when you listen to the 6900, it tends to make a lot of noise. You can hear a lot of noise, but you know, when you see this on YouTube, you can actually hear what you sound like, and you do sound like you're my next door neighbour, literally. So yeah, well, let's hope it will be pretty good on the other bands as well. Unfortunately, this one's not a sideband radio; it's just got AM and FM. But it's not very often when most people in the UK use this FM, don't they? Normally, you know, on the UK bands most of the time. So yeah, so I'm pleased about the modulation, because you know, whenever I buy a radio, it always worries me. You know, is the modulation turned up? Am I running 4 watts? But this one's running about 3.4 watts. It's not exactly 4 watts out the tin. Well, maybe when this, you know, once it's been around for quite some time, maybe that someone on YouTube might be able to go into the hidden menus like you can do with the President Barry. You can go to hidden menus and adjust the modulation on that. Back to you.
Certainly with that machine there, I don't think you could adjust the modulation to be any better than it is. I think it's currently running as good as it can be. It is good modulation. I'm normally quite a fan of the modulation. I won't say necessarily the receive, but certainly the modulation of those CRT. I don't know about, I can't vouch for the later V, but the ends, the 6900 ends. When people throw the original mics away and stick on those little cheap capo power mics, and don't run the rig too hard, you know, don't run the slider too high on them, I think they have really nice modulation. They have, you can often hear one of those CRTs. To my ear, they sound really good. And that's not far off. It's not as good, but it's no way is it offensive. It's good modulation because they're quite a basic little rig. Those little Thunderpole T800s, aren't they? There's a little common garden multi-band rig. You know what I mean, multi-band. What do they call them now? Multi-standard or whatever it is. AM, FM, here, UK, and mid-band.
Yeah, just a standard. Right, okay, well, at least it's working. But I do quite like the microphone. It's something, it's quite heavy, and it feels like you've got something in your hand. And, you know, I'm quite pleased with it, quite honestly. But what we're going to plan to do with this one, Chris, I'm going to plonk this one on my electric wheelchair, because it's quite small, it's compact, so I'll be able to use this on my motormobile, Rog.
Yeah, it sounds like a good little rig. It does. I mean, like I say, if it's got a tidier receiver than the 6900, I must admit that's why my 6900 has gone into the workshop, and I'm now on this rig, because, like you say, they're a bit noisy. They're a bit noisy on the old receive side, aren't they? It's not that they're deaf, they're just a bit rough round the edges. They pick up quite a lot of noise.
Well, when I've done the YouTube, you can actually hear yourself coming back. What have you got to say, Kev? What have you got to say to your life? Come on, Kev. I think he's gone to take the cat for a walk, Chris.
I said, Chris. I said, so the mic's no good on this one, is it?
On yours? You've lost me. What's that? Dime bar?
Right, here's your squelch. Seriously. Got your eye gain.
Kevin. What? What were you trying to say?
Auto squelch.
So this mic's no good on here then, is it okay though?
Auto
Nothing wrong
squelch.
with your mic. I haven't mentioned your system. That's fine, there's nothing wrong with it. Why? Should there be? That's all to do.
Hey, Ed, you want to speak to Hot Wheels all about computers. Hot Wheels is the man for computers. You know, Hot Wheels, have a word about Ed. He's Ed's an computer wizard.
Well, Hot Wheels is what? Computer wizard.
Yeah, Duane.
Yes?
Yeah, you want to have a word of Ed. He's a computer wizard, he is.
Well, he can't hack into Sky, can he?
That's what happened to Sky.
Hello, Eddie boy.
Interrupt a sec.
Right, I'm going to sign off. I'll be back in a minute, ladies.
Ed. Hello.
Yeah, it's quite lively. And to change the channels, you just press this. Your PTT button is on there, on the side. And to change the channels, there you go, you're changing the channels now. As you can see there. Down and up. Which is quite handy if you're in a car or your mobile, you can actually go. And now you've got the AM, FM, AM, just flick a switch there, and FM, PA, and what's the other one? Channel 19. No more Channel 9. That's all there is to it. Well, thank you very much for sharing experience with the new Thunderpole T800. I'm going to keep the radio. Very impressed. I actually purchased myself. I did not get it from Thunderpole or anybody else for free. So thank you very much for Thunderpole for sending me this lovely radio. I paid £66 and with free delivery you have to wait 2 days on order. And yes, I'm quite impressed with the radio, so I'm looking forward to sticking that on my electric wheelchair, so that's going to be fun. So thank you very much for joining us on this lovely summer's evening, and thanks once again. Don't forget to put the thumbs up on my channel, and take care, look after yourselves, and God bless you all, and happy CBing. Take care, bye bye.